What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's taken down at the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jacobs now. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 6.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Haskins will throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Love now on 2nd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Las Vegas first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
56 to Marco, 56. Check 56.
Here's Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Raiders nothing.
Second down, Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
56 to Max. 56. 56 to Marco, 56.
On 4th down, Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Now Haskins on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
53, check 53. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. You got tight, you got tight, you got tight.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
switching things up. They'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Henry Ruggs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Love, they go play action now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third and long for Love. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 22-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Gibson.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Under 10, 10. Out.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Raiders 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Final play of the half, Love. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gibson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love now. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
53's the mark. 53.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And this throw will be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Gibson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Haskins on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3-yard line.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
To number 84.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
First down, going to the air with Love. Forced out to his left. Completes this out left to Ruggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
20-yard line.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and he'll complete this to Gibson.
Haskins pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Maurice Hurst. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
A really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. He takes it down to the 42. A 5-yard run.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down, Love. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check, 53. Pick me up. Here we go. Check. Lucky.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Mike, 53. Mike.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So that'll back them up 5. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
For the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to let it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
on 3rd down. It's Gibson, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Tonight's finals, Washington 28.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.